This is a tough real estate market. For buyers or for sellers? I'll tell you coming up next. This is a tough real estate market. You say, how tough, Dan? Sounds like an old Don Rickles skit. But hi, everybody. Dan Polimino from KW Big Island and the Hawaii team. And today in the February monthly market update, we are talking about a tough market for sellers. Yeah, so typically in real estate, they say a balanced market is 6 months of inventory. Well, we're crossing into 8 months of inventory, which means the pendulum has swung slightly from seller to buyer. We're really in a buyer's market. And the Hawaii team, we are carrying more listings right now than we have in quite some time. We've got about 14 listings and we've got something for everybody. So that's another topic which I'll tackle a little bit here down the road or in this video. But here's the deal. I want to step through with you what happens on a showing and why buyers aren't pulling the trigger. Got a terrific listing, got it prepped, looks awesome, presented it to market, go to the showing, buyer walks in, loves everything about it. I turn to them and I say, so what do you think? And they say, well, we really like it. It checks a lot of boxes for us. And I say, that's terrific. Would you like to write an offer? And they go, no, I think what we'll do is we're just going to wait a little bit and we'll be back to you. Now, why are they saying that last part? They're saying it for a couple of reasons. Number one, they can afford to wait because it's not likely that that house is going to sell today, tomorrow, or the next day. They can wait, right? They know that the market's soft. Number two, more homes are coming on the market every day. And so they've got more choice. They've got a ton of choice. They have more choice right now than they've had in a long time. And number three, they have FOMO. They have the fear of missing out. Because in their mind, they think if they wait just a little bit longer, another property will come on the market and it will be better than the one they're in right now, that they're looking at right now, and it will be cheaper. And you know what, folks? I can't say that they're wrong. It's quite possible that that'll be the case. And so the buyers right now kind of see this time as a market correction, and they are trying to figure out where the bottom of the market is. And that's why nobody's writing a contract. We're doing showings like crazy. I mean, Missy and I are running all over this town doing showings multiple times a day, every day, but nobody writing an offer. That's what I mean. It's a tough market. What does this mean for both buyers and sellers? Let's start off on the seller side. When Missy and I are going to do a listing appointment now versus later, so when we're going now, we're telling the seller, hey, we're going to be slightly below market price. We're going to be slightly below market price because that's what is going to draw attention. And that's what's going to potentially entice somebody to write an offer. But that's not it. We're not done. I think all sellers need to be prepared to do price reductions every 30 to 45 days. Now, it just depends how long you want the pain to continue, right? If you just want to get in and get out, do the price reductions every 30 days until it sells. If you're a little bit more skeptical, do them every 45 days, but this is what I would recommend. And then the next question is, well, how much are we reducing the price? We are reducing the price in the following increments. It's either a 10% drop, a 6% drop, or a 4% drop. And that is based on the activity. So let's talk about 10%. What scenario would we have to drop at 10%? That means we've got no showings and no offers. Nobody's calling to see it. There are absolutely no showings. We got to drop at 10%. Now, let's say we have some showings, but no offers. We would need to drop at 6%. And let's say we've got lots of showings, but no offers. We got to drop at 4%. And I would do that every 45 days until it sells. That's what it means right now for sellers. Buyers, well, obviously, you've never been in a better position, except for the crash in 2009. You are in a terrific position. You have leverage. If you have cash, cash is king. It's major leverage, and you can get significant amount of money off the listing price of the house. So calling all buyers, this is your opportunity. the red siren's going off, call us here at the Hawaii team and we'll help you. We'll help you identify some real deals. I'll tell you how good the deals are. I'm thinking about buying, right? I am actively looking at short-term vacation rentals in Waikoloa Beach for myself to purchase because the pricing has gotten so good. So if that's worth anything. If you're looking to buy, we have something for everyone. We have everything from a $655,000 short-term vacation rental condo that you can rent out, beautiful place, totally remodeled, all the way up to a $4.7 million modern contemporary luxury home, $4.9 million home on the ocean. Like trying to get a single family home on the ocean here under $5 million, pretty tough to do, but I've got one for sale. So check us out at thehawaiiteam.com for all of our featured listings, and there may be something there for you, or like I said, I think we've got something for everyone. Last thing on this topic, contingent offers, no go. Don't bother. It's not going to fly. If you have a home to sell on the mainland and you are thinking that somebody here on the island is going to take your offer contingent upon your home selling on the mainland, not going to happen. It's very, very unlikely, right? That the market's so tough that these sellers cannot afford to take their property off the market, put it in under contract status in the MLS, while we wait for you to sell the home on the mainland. And we know what the conditions are on the mainland, which is why we're not doing it. So don't think about the contingent offer. Finally, Big Island Stays, our property management company. We are just kicking butt. There are a ton of people on the island here for the winter. All of this conversation that the Canadians weren't coming because of Trump didn't happen. I've got a ton of Canadian friends that I'm playing pickleball with each week. Our occupancy rate right now for January at Big Island Stays was 76%. For February, it's at 81%, and our occupancy rate in March is going to be about 71%. We're doing well. People are booking, and they're coming here, and they're staying. So with that said, if you're looking for a vacation rental, get to bigislandstays.com and pick something out for yourself. If you own a property here and you didn't quite meet your financial expectations on the rental revenue part, then talk to us here at Big Island Stays about managing your property. Love to have that conversation with you. All right, that's it. There's a lot crammed in there. Sorry it took so long, but there was a lot to cover in this market update. And if you want to talk to me, call me on my cell phone, 808-987-3306, 808-987-3306, or Dan at the Hawaii team. And until we talk again, aloha.